Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are all doing super well. So welcome to today's true crime video. Today we're going to be discussing the case of Gabriela De Haro-Perez, and this is an ongoing case, you guys. It's fresh. It just happened in January of this year, and there has still been no suspects or anybody charged with her murder, and her family needs justice, you guys. They need an answer as to what happened to their daughter, what happened to their loved one, and I'm hoping by making this video we can spread her name, spread awareness on her case, because I really have not seen a lot of coverage on this. Like, I was even trying to find news articles about this, or videos about people talking about this on the news, and there was nothing, you guys. It was super hard to find information on this. It's just crazy. I mean, this happened in January of this year. It happened in West Covina, California, and I'm barely finding out about it now in July, and it's just, I don't know, I just feel like this case needs more coverage and we need to find out who murdered Gabriela. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome, bienvenidos. My name is Jackie and I post true crime videos here as well as makeup. So if you like true crime and you like makeup, definitely subscribe down below so you guys don't miss out on future videos. And if there's any other cases you guys would want me to cover in the future, make sure to leave them in the comments down below and give this video a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Let's just jump right into today's case. So Gabriela De Haro-Perez was born on August 30th, 1991, so her birthday is coming up soon, which is just horrific, you guys. And she was beautiful, you guys, like so pretty. I was looking through her Instagram photos, I was looking at photos that her family and friends have uploaded of her, and she is absolutely gorgeous, you guys, like so beautiful. She looked beautiful inside and outside. Everyone described her as super caring, just really nice, friendly, passionate. Like anything that she wanted to do, she did it. Whatever she had in mind as her goal, she would accomplish that goal. So she was just like really hardworking and just a lovely and energetic person. She went to cosmetology school and she also went to school to be a dental assistant, and she was currently working towards being a registered nurse. So she was in nursing school and she just really wanted to help people. She made a video actually talking about why she was entering nursing school, why she wanted to be a nurse, and she says that she was really motivated by her family because her grandmother passed away, and when she was at her grandmother's side during her, last days, she really just wanted to help her. She just felt really helpless just sitting there looking at her. She wanted to be able to help her. Her grandmother's death really impacted her, and that inspired her and motivated her to become a nurse. So she was currently going to school for that, and she just wanted to help people. That was just her main mission in life. She wanted to help people, be kind to people, and just spread happiness. So Gabriela's family consisted of her mother, her father, and her brother. She was also married to a man named Aaron, who honestly has just been, like, I just admire him so much during this because he is just talking about his wife's case nonstop, spreading so much awareness. He even was able to get Desi Perkins, he was able to get I Love Sarai to retweet this story. Like, he's just been really out there, just making sure people know what happened to Gabriela. So he is just, wow, like he really loved Gabriela. So Gabriela and Aaron have been married for 2 years. They're about to complete 3 years soon, and they were just loving life. She was happy that her marriage was going great. They were even thinking about buying a home. They were thinking about even making a family. They also had a really cute Frenchie named Biggie. So everything just seemed like it was going great in Gabriela's life. So like I said, everything seemed to be going great in Gabriela and Aaron's life. They were enjoying their marriage and just, enjoyed spending time together. So on January 2nd, 2021, it was just like any other day. Gabriela and Aaron were just hanging out. They were planning on having a movie night later that night. They wanted to watch the new Disney movie Soul, which if you guys haven't seen it, it's really good. I cried with that one as well. So they were just gonna have a movie night. They're like, let's just hang out, let's go get some food, let's come back home, eat our food while we watch the new movie Soul, and just have like a really nice cozy night in. So it was around 10:16 p.m. when they decided to go pick up their food that they had ordered at their go-to taco truck. They had placed a phone order earlier and they were getting ready to go pick it up, so they got into the car and they started driving towards the taco truck. So they pulled up to the taco truck, which is called El Sazón de las Gorditas. I believe that's what it's called. So this taco shop is on the corner of Amar Road. This is in West Covina, California, so it's like kind of like the LA area. So they pull up to the taco shop together. Gabriela stays in the car and Aaron gets down to pick up their order. He picks up the order, everything is fine. He gets back into the car and they start heading home so that they can enjoy these tacos and watch that Disney movie together. So they approached a stoplight on Azusa Avenue and it was a red light, so they just waited there waiting for the light light to turn green. So while they were waiting for this light to turn green so that they could head back home and go eat their tacos, watch their movie, and enjoy their night together, Aaron was suddenly stunned when he heard a loud pop, and then all of a sudden he felt a bunch of stings on his arm because glass had shattered and was cutting up his arm, and he was just really confused. Like, he didn't really understand what happened. So he looked over at Gabriela, and Gabriela was sitting there unresponsive, and there was a bullet hole coming in through the back passenger window. The bullet had hit Gabriela in the back of her head, and she was just laying there unresponsive, and immediately Aaron was like, what do I do? He wanted to try to save his wife, but he also went into survival mode because he didn't know, where the shot's coming from. How did this even happen? Why is this happening? And he, tried his best to save Gabriela, and they did end up going to the hospital, and Gabriela did put up a fight, but she was pronounced dead the next day. Like, it's just so heartbreaking because how can this happen? Like in 1 minute, you're getting tacos with your wife, you're about to go home, watch a Disney movie, have a cute, cozy night in, and then the next minute, you're at a stoplight, you hear a gunshot, and you look over and your wife has a bullet in the back of her head. Like, how did this happen? And it just scares me because I can't imagine something like this happening to a loved one. And it's just crazy how life can just change in a few seconds, you guys. Like, what the heck? Like, it's so crazy. So Gabriela, and her nickname is also Gabby in case I refer to her as Gabby. So Gabriela was pronounced dead the next day. She did fight for her life, but at the age of 18, she did decide to become an organ donor. So in the end, she fulfilled her wish that she wanted of always helping others, because she was able to donate her organs to people in need and save, who knows how many countless lives she saved by being an organ donor. So at least she was able to, help someone and, allow someone else to continue their life. So this all happened in January, and to this day, you guys, it's July right now. There have been no arrests, there's no suspects, there's nothing really going on with the case. And it's just crazy because how did this even happen, you guys? Like, is there no cameras at the intersection or like anywhere around there? Like, I don't really understand how there has just been no witnesses and no one knows what happened. No one saw anybody. No one is coming forward saying that they know of someone that might have done this. Like, it's just absolutely silent on this case. Now, maybe the police know something and they just don't want to share it to the public, but the West Covina police have not released any information to the family or to the community in regards to this. And the family really wants at least some type of direction as to who could have done this, or if it was a gang, or if it was, something else. Like, they just want to at least know what the police know, but the police are just being really hush-hush about this. So it's believed that Gabriela's death was related to gang violence. So they believe it was a drive-by shooting, and it wasn't just an isolated incident. Like, this wasn't just, oh, it was by accident, like someone was playing with a gun and it accidentally went off and Gabriela's happened to be there. Gabriela's family believes that this was related to gang violence, that it was a drive-by shooting, and that if the West Covina city had done a better job of protecting the streets, of, taking this gang violence seriously, because apparently the gang violence has gone up a lot in the LA area, especially in like West Covina and especially in La Puente. It's just really gone up, and people have been writing to the city, people have been writing to the police station saying that they need to do something about this because the crime is going up, gang violence is going up, drive-by shootings are happening all the time, and no one is getting arrested for this, or if they are getting arrested for this, they're immediately released the next day. So how are these criminals really learning their lesson or being scared of committing these crimes when they know that if they do get caught, they're just going to be released the next day, or that if they do commit this crime, they most likely won't be caught because the police and the city aren't really doing much about it. So the family really believes that if the city had just, done a better job of keeping the streets clean, keeping the violence down, that Gabriela's death could have possibly been prevented. So family and friends of Gabriela went to the West Covina City Council meeting on January 19th to talk about Gabriela's case, talk about gang violence, and just bring more awareness to what's going on and how this death could have been prevented.
Question: my sister, brother-in-law, family, and I are fighting for justice, but she is fueling something greater. Now we need you to use your platform as city officials, representative, and mayor. Work with the surrounding communities, create reform, press the county for more resources, reintroduction of gang enhancement. But because the system in place now does not work, criminals are no longer afraid when they are captured and released the same day. This is just the beginning, and it's going to get worse with the addition of Gascon.
Family members of Gabriela, as well as friends, came up to the city council and basically told them what happened to Gabriela and how they really just want public safety to be their priority so that this never has to happen to anyone else. They don't want any other family to ever go through this, because just like imagine like you're sister passes away this way, your daughter, your cousin, your friend, your wife, and there's just no answer as to how this happened or anybody to hold accountable for this in the city, and the police just aren't doing the most that they could to keep the streets clean, to keep the gang violence low. And it's just unsolved, and it's been 6 months and there has been no suspects or no leads or anything to show that the police and the mayor and the city is doing anything to find who killed Gabriela. They really just want the gun violence to stop. Like, I saw Gabriela's brother was on there, her cousin, Aaron was also up there talking to the city council, basically just pleading to them, like, listen to us, like, we're victims of gun violence. We don't have any answers as to how our loved one passed away, and you guys need to do a better job of just keeping the streets clean, and that's all we want. Like, we just want Gabriela to have justice, and we want West Covina to be the place it used to be, for it to feel safe, and for not to just be driven by gang violence. So while the city council meeting was going on with Aaron and with other family and friends of Gabriela, people were holding a vigil outside, and a lot of people came, and a lot of people were just really shooken up by this because it's just so unexpected. Like, you never think like something like this could happen to your family or to your loved one, and it was really unexpected, and everyone just really wanted answers, and I just feel like it hasn't really gotten much coverage. Like I stated at the beginning, I was trying to find like videos of news stations talking about this, or lots of articles discussing this case or discussing, just gang violence in general around the LA area or West Covina, and I really could not find much about this. And if it wasn't for Aaron's social media presence, where he just keeps posting about Gabriela, posting her story, Desi Perkins reposted this, I Love Sarayu reposted this, I'm sure numerous other influencers reposted this, like, I would have never known about this case, and I would have never known that this was going on around West Covina or around the LA area, that gang violence was super high right now. So the West Covina mayor, Leti Lopez Yalo, I believe that's how you say her name, had a meeting on January 19th with the mayor of La Puente, California, because both of those cities are really struggling right now with gang violence and a high crime rate. So they decided to have a meeting together, as well as with other people from the council and other important people from the city, and wanted to have a meeting to see what they could do to control this gang violence, what they could do to minimize it, how they could prove to people that if you commit these crimes, you are going to get caught, and when you are caught, you're not just going to be released the next day and then go commit the crime again, because there's no serious consequences. And they also wanted to get together to see what they could do to solve Gabriela's case and how they could help the family as much as possible. She also says that she has like an open line with the family. She's like, they have my number, they can text me, call me, email me whenever they want, and I can help them as much as they can. But Gabriela's family still feels like the mayor and the police are just not doing the most that they can. However, the police and the city both say that they're working tirelessly to find out who did this. They're trying to follow any leads that they can, any tips that they get, just to see, who committed this crime, and that they're not going to stop working until they find out who killed Gabriela. So hopefully we have answers soon, you guys. Like, it's been 6 months, and I know things take time. It's not like you can just find someone overnight. I get it. But, I mean, it's been 6 months, and Gabriela's family is still waiting for an answer to find out who did this, why did this happen, and who's going to be punished for this. And I really hope that they get answers soon. So there is a $50,000 reward for anyone that can come forward with information that will lead to an arrest and lead to Gabriela's case being closed. So there is a reward out there. If you guys know anything about what happened on this night, January 2nd, in West Covina, California, at these intersections, definitely come forward. Or if you even just think you know something, or you don't know anything that could be related to this crime, definitely come forward, you guys, because the police and the family just need as many tips and leads as possible. Make sure they're viable, viable leads, viable tips, so that people aren't just running around wasting their time trying to follow something that isn't even real. So like I said, this happened on January 2nd this year, and it happened at the intersection of Amar Road and Azusa Avenue in West Covina, and this was around 10:20 p.m. So if you guys know of anything that happened during that time, or you hear something, definitely come forward and share what you know, and hopefully that can lead to an arrest. And that's pretty much all the information on this case, you guys. There's not really much else. It's just super heartbreaking, you guys, and I don't know, I just can't believe it's been 6 months and the family is just here without answers. But I really do love and admire how much of an effort that Aaron is putting into finding the, perpetrator of his wife's murder, and is really using social media to get her name out there. Like I said, I would have never really known about this case, or at least not right now, if it wasn't for Aaron posting about her story on social media and getting these influencers to share her story. So super props to you, Aaron. My heart goes out to you, Aaron. My heart goes out to Gabriela's family, her friends, anybody that was affected by this. It's just absolutely heartbreaking. Like, Gabriela had such a full life ahead of her, you guys, and it was just taken by what? By gang violence? Like, really? That's just so stupid. And the fact that no one has been held accountable for this, no one has been arrested, there's just no answers, it's just even worse. And Gabriela deserves more, and her family deserves more, and hopefully, you know, hopefully we'll get it soon. Gabriela was only 29 years old when she was murdered. She had only been married for 2 years. She was in school. She was wanting to be a nurse. You know, she had a beautiful Frenchie bulldog, and she was even thinking about starting a family. And this is just absolutely heartbreaking. Like, there's just like no words to describe this, you guys, but you know, I'm happy that I was able to see this case and was able to make this video, so hopefully more people hear about Gabriela's story. Hopefully people share this video and someone knows something that can lead to an arrest. I feel like cases like these are just so frustrating because the monster is still out there. Whoever killed Gabriela is still out there. He could potentially hurt more people, and it's just, I feel like gang violence is so scary and is something that needs to be taken way more seriously, and I really hope any areas affected by gang violence really get it together and hopefully can clean these streets up and minimize the gang violence, because it's just innocent people being killed and innocent bystanders, and this was like a drive-by shooting. Like, that's just so fucking annoying that Gabriela had to pass away for what? For just like a stupid gang to do whatever they were doing. It just bothers me so much. I'll have a bunch of links down below about Gabriela's case and who you can reach out to if you guys have any tips, if you guys have any information you want to share with the police. I'll have all that there, as well as Aaron's Instagram, where he shares, you know, more updates about Gabriela's story and all that stuff. Also, if you guys do talk about this story, please use the hashtag #JusticeForGabby so that we can keep her name going, keep the hashtag going, and, you know, more people will see this and it'll become, you know, hopefully trending on Twitter. That would be amazing, so more eyes can see this and more people can see if they know anything about this case. So definitely use the hashtag. And yeah, like I said, my heart goes out to Aaron, my heart goes out to Gabriela's family, and I really hope you guys get justice soon and you guys get closure. And I'm super sorry about this. Like, this is such an unfortunate, annoying, just it just makes me so angry, because like, for what? Like, she was killed for what? For nothing. It's just so stupid and so senseless. So my heart goes out to you guys, and I'll be praying for you guys and trying to spread Gabriela's story as much as I can. If you guys have any other cases you guys would want me to cover, whether it's solved, unsolved, ongoing, anything like that, definitely let me know in the comments down below so I can film a video on it and hopefully spread more awareness on these cases. And yeah, like I said, let me know your thoughts down below, and let's just pray that we get some answers soon. Alright guys, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!